Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of State Champs Chat. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Lauren.
And first we're going to talk about what's trending. We talked about this a little bit last week with some high schoolers that got injured early in the season in high school football, and now it's happening in some college games too.
Yeah, well, Notre Dame's defensive back, he got injured celebrating a broken up pass, tore his ACL, same thing that happened to him last season. So he's out for the rest of the season. And Malik Zaire, their quarterback, he's out as well with a broken ankle. So they had a new quarterback play last week. They're still won, they're still undefeated, but they just lost two really great players.
Yeah, this can be really detrimental to a team, and this is why we talked about it last week with some high school players were getting injured really early on, and this guy, he tore his ACL celebrating a broken up pass. You need to be careful because it's not worth it.
Yeah. It reminds me of Stephen Tulloch last year on the Lions. He was celebrating a sack that he had, jumped up, came down, tore his ACL. It's just not worth it.
It's not worth it. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
And speaking of some high school football, a little quick update on something that we talked about last week. The Texas players that tackled the referee are now coming out and saying that one of their coaches told them to.
Yeah, they told them that one of the assistant coaches actually egged them on to tackle the referee. That coach is actually on leave right now, administrative leave.
Apparently it's being looked into. They didn't name names when they said, that a coach told them to, but now the school board is looking into it and it's under investigation. So really sad story and a good learning lesson, I think, for everyone that it's not worth it no matter, what somebody tells you to do. If it's not a good idea, it can also lead to injuries.
I know, and it's also weird, no one really takes the blame on that situation.
Right.
Everyone's kind of pointing fingers like you. It's time someone finally just comes out, takes responsibility, is the bigger man, and move on. So
very important. Our athlete of the week this week is a female basketball player, Jordan Walker, out of Mona Shores. She committed to play basketball at Western Michigan.
And it seems like all of these players are kind of making their decision about where they're going to go before basketball season starts.
She is coming off an ACL injury and she's coming back hoping to play this year, and she said, I want to be focused on getting better and playing, and so she wanted to give her commitment early, just like, everyone else has been committing early.
Into MSU.
Yeah, he just announced last week. That's a big update. We talked about him a little bit last week, and people are wanting to get these commitments out of the way before basketball season starts.
They can focus on just playing and being the best that they can be in their sport.
Definitely. Hot topic this week, importance of special teams. So there was an article this week on MLive about two seniors from Comstock Park who are really good on special teams. They're also really good students, and that's why this article was written about them. And it got us thinking about hot topics. I think special teams are very important. Their coach said, they play a huge role.
Definitely. I mean, even if you think about a placeholder, like holding the kick for a field goal, that's 3 extra points for the team. Even extra points, we see how detrimental that is in games where you can win by 1 point by missing an extra point, and people that block the linemen and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think it's just
punt returns,
stuff like that. I think it's a really, really important position, and these players are also proving that they can be on the regular teams as well. Some players moving from punt returns to linebacker and other things like that. So.
As trivial as some of the jobs may seem on special teams, they're really important. So we just thought that was kind of a cool hot topic to talk about, and these two guys from Comstock Park were just written about for how talented they have been on special teams. Our next topic is, I guess we're all football this week. We're sticking with football. We're in the middle of football week 5.
It's fall.
Got to talk about football. We're going to talk about female kickers. So a lot of teams are allowing female kickers recently. I read an article this week about how Flint Powers Catholic has a female kicker, and last year I did a piece with the kicker from Allen Park. She's since graduated. But what do you think? Score or fumble, Lauren?
I think it's a score, and I mean, a girl that I played soccer with at Michigan, she actually kicked for Notre Dame Prep a couple years ago, and another girl I know kicked for Skyline High School. And they're taking a lot of these players from the soccer teams as well. They're taking these girls from the soccer teams or guys from the soccer teams and moving them on as football kickers because they know how to kick.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It's a great opportunity. They let girls do this. And guys, I know Lauren's brother at Country Day, he plays soccer, and he also has been a kicker on the football team. So I think it's a great opportunity that they're allowing, multi-sport athletes and allowing kids to do this.
Yeah, it's really fun, and I know he enjoys both being on the varsity soccer team and the varsity football team as a kicker. He said it gives him 2 different perspectives of 2 different sports, but he can still play them at the same time. So I think it's awesome that they're giving people opportunities.
Score from both of us. Our clip of this week is also high school football. It is a player doing a punt return from a high school in Alabama, and this kid is unbelievable.
Yeah, it was just, he's crazy to watch, and I don't know. I really enjoyed watching that.
It could have gone really wrong. He ran backwards a bunch and then just somehow
Shuffled side to side a little
twisted
bit.
and turned his way through their entire coverage.
It was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And
What a tremendous athlete and a tremendous player.
yeah,
That's
we saw
so
this on Deadspin, and we had to show it to you guys because we thought it was awesome. So thanks for tuning in this week. Make sure that you check out State Champs on Sundays at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit and State Champs Extra Point on Sundays at WXYZ at 11:30. Lauren is on there with Lauren talking all high school football, and we've got a ton of coverage in Week 5, so make sure you check it out and keep up with us on social media and keep watching our show.
Definitely. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.